we all go into relationships having expectations, wanting something good to happen. Nobody goes into a relationship and wants, or pray that the relationship breaks up along the way, right? Good. So what happens? How does it get to the point where we get hurt? Before a relationship will really work, you need to give your very self and everything that you are to the relationship. You don't have to love partially, no, you have to love fully. Give your very best to the relationship. It is only when you love fully that the other person has no other option than to, also commit to you. I know you'll be wondering, no way, I will not put my whole heart in this relationship to get hurt. I will not put my mind, my everything into it to get a broken heart and stuff like that. But what I want you to understand is this. When you love someone genuinely and give everything that you are to the person, you are able to flash out anything that that person is and isn't. Because that person has no other option than to reciprocate what you are giving to them, or outrightly just push it away, and then you get to know that, hey, this is not someone I have to waste my time or my energy several years with just to realize that it didn't work out. So when you give your very self and everything that you are, when you love genuinely, the other person has no other option than to commit to you or decide to walk away because he or she realizes that what you are looking for is definitely not what he or she is looking for. With that said, now let's look at some of the reasons why we walk into relationships and then before we realize our hearts are broken and things go sour. The first thing I would like to talk about is not fully healing from your previous relationship. You were brokenhearted. You met someone who treated you horribly bad. You met someone who treated you in a way that you didn't like. It affected your self-image. It affected your self-esteem. It affected so many things about you. It caused you to become a very bitter person. You need to work so hard on healing from the past relationship and also clearing your mind of all the things that you've been fed with and clearing yourself from all those limitations that are holding you back. It is only at that point that you can fully feel free to step into another relationship and really commit to it and make it work. If you walk into a new relationship holding on to low self-esteem, negative self-image, and so many other complications as a result of a previous relationship that was broken, you know what it means. It means that you're going to see the same thing happening in the new relationship. We also walk into relationships and then right from the beginning or in the middle or whatever, we begin to see red flags. But then we see these red flags and we ignore them. We know that they exist. We see them. They are crystal clear, but we are like, no, he would change. She would change. We are like, no, it doesn't matter. It's just, he's human. She's human. These are things that you do not have to look over. We usually start relationships without even knowing if we personally are ready and also whether the other person is ready. Sometimes we jump into a relationship just because some people are doing it or just because we found someone that we feel this kind of click thing that we used to say, or we felt this kind of chemistry. But the question is, are you ready for the relationship? Is the other person ready for the relationship? Have you even defined the sort of relationship it is that you two are looking for? Without defining exactly what you want, without knowing if you are ready and if the other person is ready, then you should be assured that you are definitely running ahead of yourselves and you are definitely running for doom. What hurts us in a relationship is not that we love so much and we give all our hearts to the other person, but it is loving the wrong person, giving your heart, your time, your energy and everything to someone who is just wrong, someone who is not for you. When I say someone who is not for you, what do I mean? I'm simply talking about somebody who is very negative. He has this negative mindset, negative thoughts, everything is in the negative. Someone who is very controlling. This person just wants to control you. He wants to have control over you. You don't have space to do anything of your own. Someone who does not respect you and doesn't treat you well, but you still decide to stay with such a person just because you have the fear that you might not find someone else who would love you and treat you well, or you have that mindset that people are the same and you would rather stay with this person than to walk out there confidently and find love. Dating someone who is very wrong is a sign that this relationship is definitely not going to work out. So instead of walking into that relationship, why not advise yourself and just, walk away when you still can? The best relationship advice I have for you right now is this. When you love genuinely, love honestly, love truly, love with your whole heart. You have to do this because the moment you begin to love someone honestly, genuinely with your whole heart, they have no option than to love you back. If they really, really want you in their lives, they have no option than to commit. And they have no reason to justify why they are not being committed to you, why they are not giving resources to the relationship, why they are not committing their time and everything to the relationship. They have no option. They have no justification of that when you love them genuinely and honestly. With that, all that they truly are and are not would definitely begin to pop up. With this being said, I've actually done a video on valuable lessons that I have actually learned from my broken relationships, and I've linked it right here. So make sure that you watch this video so that you would also learn a lot from the broken heart experiences that I have had and lessons that I've picked from there, which can actually be a very good resource to you. I want to end by saying love is patience, love is kind, love is not boastful or envious, love is not rude or arrogant. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoings. But love rejoices in truth. So are you loving genuinely? Are you giving all that you are to the other person? Are you giving the very best to the other person? When you do this, you leave them no choice. You leave them no opportunity to justify the wrong that they are doing to you or the hurtful attitude and behavior and things that they are putting up. With this, you are able to realize that this person is for me or this person isn't for me. So if you are in a relationship and you realize that the relationship, the aura around the relationship is negative, when you realize the relationship is a toxic relationship, don't run and embrace this toxic relationship. Rather, have the confidence and the guts to walk out of that negative and toxic relationship because you know that you deserve more. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful that you have watched my content. If you are new here, I welcome you to freely join this amazing family by subscribing to my channel and also leaving a nice comment down there. What do you think, in your own view and from your personal experience, what do you think are some of the reasons why we get hurt in relationships? I'm very sure this is not all, but you can also help us by listing some of the things that you might have done before, which really hurt you at the end of it all. Let's share so we can learn and grow together. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so grateful. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.